Hi students, let us continue our lesson. Muhammad bin Tughlaq. We completed about the reforms introduced by Muhammad bin Tughlaq. We completed as the reforms taken by Muhammad bin Tughlaq as transfer of capital, token currency, taxation in Doab region. His plan of conquests also is there. He actually dreamt of conquering the whole world. Already we studied one of his ambition. But he organized a huge army and paid an year's salary in advance to his soldiers. That's why what happened, it was decided to conquer the places in Persian, Iran and Iraq. But after a year, following the failure of the token currency, Muhammad bin Tughlaq abandoned the project and disbanded his own army. So army became too powerless. That's why his ambition, it was not completed. So his plan of conquests also, it was a failure plan, and his experiments, it become failed, and his popularity also fell. He lost his support of his people, and of many nobles and ulemas were stood against him, and revolts broke out in different parts of his empire. So Muhammad bin Tughlaq moved from one part of the country to another. Actually, it was suppressed these rebellions especially, and this weakened his army and depleted the treasury. Whatever the money or content or the wealth he had, everything lost because of these kind of decisions. Whatever he took the decisions, because of that's why. So it was the end, and he died in 1351 while suppressing a revolt. In between the revolt or the revolution, he died. And after the death of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, his cousin Firoz Shah Tughlaq succeeded the Tughlaq dynasty. At the time of his accession, the condition of the empire was very bad. Already we studied the reforms. Because of the reforms taken by Muhammad bin Tughlaq, there were rebellion in different parts of the empire. Firoz Shah tried to crush these kind of rebellions, but it was not successful. But he was very nice person, that he made peace with the nobles and the ulemas, and by giving them land grants, he made them to very calm and quiet. His reign is famous because of history, especially why he took a number of measures or steps for the welfare of the people, especially one by one concentrate. It is very important. He reduced the land tax and abolished some other taxes. So it was reduced the burden of the tax upon the people. He started new irrigation schemes, irrigation facilities, and built new canals and repaired the old canals. It helped the peasants and farmers for improving their cultivation. He built hospitals, dispensaries, guest houses and mosques. Also, he set up a department of charity. It was known as Diwan-i-Khairan, and gave financial help to the poor people. He established an employment bureau to provide jobs to the unemployed. Present way, we know that employment opportunities given by the government and all, it was started during this time by Firoz Shah Tughlaq. And also he set up a separate department to look after the slaves. Not only made them to make compulsorily want to do any work and all, but he appointed several officers and a separate department for look after the welfare of the slaves also. So considered them also as human beings. Also he banned all type of inhuman punishments, very severe punishments like cutting the hands, feet, nose, etc. These kind of punishments banned and stopped. Banned means stopped by Firoz Shah Tughlaq. After Firoz Shah's death, a civil war broke out among his successors, and the Tughlaq empire began to decline. And the final blow on the declining empire was given by Taimur. Remember his name, the Mongol ruler of Samarkand, when invaded India in 1398. One of the Mongol invader. Many more ones we already studied, but during this time, after the death of Firoz Shah Tughlaq, Taimur, one Mongol invader, came to India, and it was completely caused for ending the Tughlaq dynasty here in India. Okay. Then after that, Said dynasty emerged in India. After Taimur's departure, his representative Khizr Khan ascended the throne. He established the Sayyid dynasty, Many weak rulers like Mubarak Ali, Said means and second Mubarak II, Muhammad Shah and Alauddin Shah succeeded him. Their achievements were not outstanding. During Muhammad bin Tughlaq's reign, a large number of Afghans settled in India, especially in Delhi, and soon they replaced the Saids after 37 years of rule. And this much period only the Said dynasty ruled in India. After that, the last Sultanate dynasty ruled in India was Lodi dynasty. The Lodis, who ruled almost 75 years, were Afghans by race. The three important kings they ruled in between the period of 1451 to 1526 of Lodi dynasty. They were Bahulul Lodi, Sikandar Lodi and Ibrahim Lodi. Remember students, this Ibrahim Lodi was the last Lodi ruler. The authority of the Saids and Lodis did not extend beyond Delhi. Eventually in 1526, Babur, a descendant of Taimur, invaded India and defeated Ibrahim Lodi in the first battle of Panipat and killed Ibrahim Lodi. This was the end of the Lodi dynasty and the beginning of the Mughal dynasty in India. So the next lesson onwards we will start the next dynasty ruled especially there in Delhi, and it was considering as in North India almost. That was Mughal dynasty. Many more rulers one by one want to study. Anyway, here the Sultanate period it is ended up. Once again read the textbook after watching the video. Okay, thank you.